I don't know whether to call it FCEUX or FCEUX, so I'll just call it the NES emulator for now. This is a tutorial for the Windows 10 version, and I'll be showing you how to set it up. Per usual, all of my instructions and links will be in the description for your convenience. The first bit of software you need is 7-zip or something like it. WinRAR will work too. If you need to know how to install or use it, check the primary links section for a 7-zip tutorial. Now you need a ROM of the game you're wanting to play, and here's where you may hate me. You have two options. Either get it illegally in Google to download it, which is more than easy enough and is not something I'm going to show you how to do, or you can get it legally, requiring your own game in something like Emulators. I've included links to that, as well as a tutorial showing how to use it, in the description. You can either download the emulator by going to the link in the description, from then it should start on its own, or you can go to their own website by googling the name of the emulator, clicking download near the upper left, and clicking on the binary hyperlink under download. Now this is where you're going to need 7-zip or something like it. That file should have downloaded, so now you can go to that folder, right-click the compressed file, hover over 7-zip, and click extract here. I personally like to create a dedicated folder for the emulator and delete the compressed file afterwards, but that's not actually needed. If you're using a gamepad, get it ready before you open up the emulator. Now you should just be able to double-click on the application to run it. We should probably set up the controls first, so go to Config and click Input. Under port 1, click Configure. With each of these buttons, you should be able to just click it, press a button on your gamepad, and the function should now be bound to that gamepad button. Do the same with the rest, close out those two windows, select File, Open ROM, select your game, and once you click Open, your game should have started. As a final note before moving on to the graphics configuration, Alt and Enter is useful to know if you want to instantly switch to full screen. Want to configure the graphics? Well, just go to Config, Video, and there are a bunch of options. Firstly, if you want to play in full screen, make sure Mode is set to your monitor's resolution for the best visual quality. Assuming full screen still, you can go to the upper right, uncheck Best Fit if you want to not have sidebars, but this will cause the image to stretch. If you're going windowed, on the other hand, you can modify the size multiplier on X and Y to make the window size bigger. Here's an example when I use 2 for both. Whether you're using windowed or full screen, there are 3 settings that both have. Special Filter is how you change the graphical look of your games. These are pretty much solely dependent on taste though, so go with whichever you like best. If you're lagging at all, go to Direct Draw and set it to hardware acceleration. Hopefully that'll fix any lag issues you may have. You typically don't have to worry about sync method though. Now if you still can't get the emulator up and running for some reason, make sure to go to the bottom of the description. The first thing you should make sure you have is all of the essentials, like C++ and DirectX installed, which I have links for in case you don't. Also a note on the graphics drivers, if you don't know what kind of graphics processor you have, let me know so I can try to help. Again, that's if you come across any issues. But if you have all those installed and you're still not sure what to do, check out the Common Issues and Errors with Fixes section for more help. There might not be any issues that I've seen just yet, but if you have a problem with something, I'll probably include it along with any fixes I find on that page. But with all of that out of the way, make sure to check out any of my other emulator tutorial videos if you're interested. Until next time, have fun.